Hello, y'all. Did you miss me? Cuz I have not been on. Um, Yesterday, I can't tell you about the day before. Why? It just wasn't. It probably been for the same reason. I'm feeling that fatigue again. It's just, I don't know what that is. I do have a doctor appointment on Monday, and I'll kind of ask that question. But I feel like I need them to get me off of some medication. I think that I'm doing better, and things like blood sugar medication I probably need to not be on, even though don't tell nobody this. I stopped taking it. But it's been a week, and I'll let them know it's been a week. But some of the blood pressure and everything, I think they need to wean, just kind of wean back on that, because I think I am doing better with all of that. But I don't need to do like I did 2 years ago, take myself off of all of my medication and end up in a hospital. But it is one of those medications is causing me fatigue, and I don't know which one. Now I'm taking more blood pressure medication than I did when I was in the hospital. And so maybe they got to wean back to the one. I'm thinking I'm taking 3. And I'm thinking maybe they got to kind of back down a little bit, because I'm awfully tired. And I do finally get myself moving toward midday, and I want a whole day to enjoy. But some of that could be I can't go to bed till 2 o'clock in the morning. I can't go to sleep. I can go to bed, but I can't get sleep. So yesterday, I don't know, I was looking for one movie, but I don't think it was a movie. I think it might have been something that's on Netflix instead. And I came across Pulp Fiction. Now, Pulp Fiction, I've seen before, but I never understood it. Like, I couldn't tell you what that movie was about. Like, I didn't get it, okay? It was just as weird the second time around, and I still didn't get it. And I actually didn't watch the rest of it. Like I said, why waste my time? This ain't getting nowhere with me. So anyway, so I try to do that. I listen to books, everything, till 2 o'clock in the morning, till I got sleepy. And I had to get up this morning because we have what we call a Delta Academy for young girls. I don't know. I think it's up to, I don't know. Don't ask me. I'm part of the organization. Don't ask me. I can't tell y'all much of anything right off the back since I had my stroke. I got to think about stuff first. But anyway, I think it goes up to 14. And it's probably 12 to 14. Who knows? Could be 11. I'll ask. And so we had that. That was really, really nice. We went to the fire station. We toured the fire station with the girls. And then then my Sora covered babysitting tips and stuff. That was really good. She did an amazing job with that. So it was a very productive day. And of course, before I have to go to anything on a Saturday morning, we do what we do. We either stop at Maverick or Dutch Brothers. And today we stopped at Dutch Brothers. And nice day. This is February 27th. And no, it's February 28th. Yeah, last day in February. Yeah, February 28th. And it's very beautiful. I've spent many Februaries in the house because of snow. And so that started half my day. I did drive to the store after I came back home because I had my daughter pick me up. I'm still not the most confident person driving, so I drive with extra caution, but I stay within the speed limit, sometimes a little more, but it's still unnerving for me to drive, so I'm extra cautious. So I am a very defensive driver, assuming what could go wrong. So I consider myself safe because I drive defensively on purpose. I'd kind of do that anyway. So after such a nice afternoon, I think it's, I don't know, 12 something, 1 something. It's actually 1 something going on 2, I believe. I decided just go walking. And so my question to you, are you getting up and moving? And I'm concerned with myself, especially on those 2 days I didn't walk. I'm concerned about getting too comfortable with staying inside, laying around, listening to books. And sometimes, while I'm listening to books, I'll pick up my crochet needle and I'll sit down and crochet. Or I'll sit in the screen door if it's really nice outside. And especially when the bugs come, I will be doing that. That's not moving. And the only reason why I wasn't sitting crocheting the last 2 days is because the blanket I'm making, I have color combinations that tell a story about me, and I ran out of a color. And I haven't got to the store to get that color before I can start the next color, which I have. I think I need about 4 more colors. And it'll complete the color, the story. And then I don't know what the outline around the giant rectangle will be to kind of seal it to the center of the bedspread. But I'm gonna tell you something. Those jumbo skeins of yarn are $7 to $8 a piece. And I think I'm at good six skeins in, which I'm thinking a total of 7. So when you think about it, that's $70 to $80 in just materials alone. It doesn't even doesn't even start to talk about the manual labor that it takes to put it all together. So when you people are crocheting things, don't y'all dare talk about, I ain't paying too much for that. I can get it online for cheaper than that. Oops. First of all, anything homemade is better than anything bought. They kind of last longer. The machine-made stuff can get holes real quick. But also, if it's handmade, mostly I'm having a problem right now coming in my head with words to describe things, but I'll use the word personal. It's personalized. So you might want a pink, gray, and white something, and you may not find that online. You're only gonna find what they make up. Like, I like the red, black, and green stuff, and the ones with the yellow also in it from time to time. I like candy stripes. I like red and white. You may not find that combination in what you want. So somebody's personalizing something for you. It costs them, because you're not gonna find it. You're not gonna just go and buy it because they don't have it. So you should be willing to pay that price to get something you can't get nowhere else. Only personalized for you. And I'm telling you, it's a lot of work put in it. There's a lot of money for the materials. So I say to you, all who do not have any respect for people who hand make things, go on and order it. Just go on and order your stuff. But if you want a really well-made item and you want it specifically personalized, then pay the cost, what it costs to make these things, because it'll last you a lifetime. My mother made me when I was in middle school, I believe, could be high school, probably high school. When I was in high school, at the time, I would never like a color over the color red, ever, never have. But at that time, I wanted her to do pink. And I asked her to make me, because she was gonna make me a blanket. She wanted to make all of us a blanket. I don't remember about the other ones, but I know I got a blanket. And she did a giant granny square blanket. And she crocheted it with all shades of pink. Now, that was high school now. I've left high school 40 years ago. I still have that blanket. Still good shape. Then I became an adult, and I saw my blanket. I love my pink blanket, but I want my mom to make me something else. So she made me a red and white one. That had to be a good, probably, I'm saying 10, 15 years ago, maybe even 20. So she made me this. I still have it. I still will cherish it. My mom's still living. I'll still cherish that because that's something my mother made me. So, especially if your relative, mother, grandmother makes you something, cherish it. I made each one of my children a blanket, and it was made out of hundreds of small one round granny squares, and it made a picture. Will, one of them is still at my house for sure. It's my son's, and whenever he wants it, he can have it. And if I'm gone, y'all gotta know that blanket with the fire truck and the cars and the dump truck, that belongs to my son Ricky. I don't have any other boys. I made that for him. I made one daughter a blanket. It's a cat standing by a ball of yarn. That was Angela, I believe. And Starla, I made her this huge, same thing, big eye again. It was a dog standing in front of a doghouse with a bone. I don't know where those are. I think I still might have the cat one. I really like the doghouse one. And so anyway, yeah, and I also made Afghans at the time. I don't know how to do it, and I don't have the program anymore, but I made crochet patterns with both daughters. My son said, no, thank you. My mom, my sister, it was a picture there for, and me. And the Afghan had their face on it. So I made an Afghan with their face. And those were really, really nice. My mama still have hers. I believe my sister still have hers. I have mine. My youngest daughter has hers. And I don't know what my oldest daughter did with hers. But when I'm gone, if you still have it, hopefully you'll cherish it because I made it. Anything any of my family members make me, if I still have it, I hope I do, I would cherish it because they can never make me, when they're gone, they can never make me anything again. Now, it's not like I made a whole lot of stuff, so you got a bunch of crap. I have this one doll, all a granny square, I made for my youngest daughter before she was born. I didn't even know if she was going to be a boy or girl because they didn't have ultrasound like that. And that was in the 80s, 1980s. And I made this big old doll with a bonnet, dress, everything, the body, everything. Whole doll made out of granny squares. And for some reason, I always gave my mom the stuff. And it's still over at her house in a big, huge plastic cover, with a big plastic cover. And then I made her a blanket, and it was made with bubbles, and it was the bubble stitch, and it was flowers at the bottom and butterflies at the top, and it was all pink. That's my youngest daughter Angela's blankets, and it was supposed to be, when she has baby, she could pass it on to her babies. Well, we didn't even use it for her. It's some chest my mom has still, so anything happens, that's theirs. I'm recording that. That's Angela's. The doll and the pink blanket is Angela's. When Starla was born, I wasn't crocheting hardly anything. I really didn't pick it up until college, and I started crocheting again. And so I do love to crochet, but I can't be doing that all the time. I get into these spells where I make certain things. So last summer, last year when I was homebound, I got into hats, and this year it's been hat. Today's the first time in a while I don't have hat on.